going to be able to help Chase Elliott here because their teammates... Oh, trouble! No! He won't! Bowman into the wall! More drivers collected. Big pile up here at Daytona. Several cars involved. Harrison Burton looks to have gotten a piece of this. William Byron as well. Mentioned Alex Bowman. Joey Logano, Kyle Busch. A lot of drivers caught up, and Chase Elliott leads this race. He was easily in front at the time of caution. So you could see all the drivers. Keselowski, Logano, Burton, Byron, Bowman, and Busch. All involved. Lots of names. Lots of last names starting with B there involved in this wreck. As you could see Byron and Burton there.
Another crash caused by Ricky Spinhouse.
Just a massive, massive wreck in a, probably I would guess, a bump gone wrong because Bowman's involved. And he was single file out in front at the time of this wreck. So here's what happened at first glance. This was the Keselowski incident. And here's the wreck. It was a bad bump from Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who also got involved in this. We've only seen that about 17,000 times before, but Ricky Stenhouse strikes again, and then it was Ross Chastain that turned Stenhouse into the inside grass or pavement, whatever that is, down towards the road course when Stenhouse checked up. Ricky, I believe...
Nearly into the wall. Larson fighting hard. Busch squeaks him out as they head back onto the main straight. It'll be white flag and 1 lap to go from Fuji. Who will get it?
Larson's in the slipstream. Crash! There goes Cindric. Hard into the inside wall. That'll bring out the caution as he hits the pit wall and ends this race with Kyle Busch, the leader. Kyle Busch is going to win here in Fuji. He wins the Lively Customs Grand Prix here in Japan. Unbelievable finish there to this one. Here's a look. That was a tire. That was a tire on Austin Cindric. Look at it just pop mid straightaway. You could see the smoke rolling out, and the car just hooked right and straight into that pit wall, and then a hard hit to that inside wall as well. Elliott, the top 3, as they head for turn 3. Trouble! Big hit! Tyler Reddick upside down. Ryan Blaney also involved, but Gregson is pulling away. Big block 2. Everyone appears to be okay following the last lap collision on the backstretch between Blaney, Gilliland, and Reddick. Tyler Reddick talking to the safety crews and officials at the scene. Ryan Blaney out of the car. And, of course, Todd Gilliland drove away. Here's a replay at what happened now. There. Just hit the wall so hard. Kind of like Parker Kligerman at Daytona 500 practice in 2014 IRL. Where he just hit the wall hard, got on top of it with a car underneath. Into turn 1 as we head down the backstretch for the final time. It's Elliott in front. Trouble!
Big
now they
one
crash.
happens.
Larson again with the vicious block, and it takes out a bunch of cars. And Chase Elliott will win duel number 2 and secure himself on the front row for the Daytona 500. 8 cars involved in this mess. And just chaos from it looked like another Larson block. Kyle Busch in the 18, you see him there. Destroyed and in that outside wall hard. Many other cars involved, Suarez, Bell. You see Eric Jones, who had a very vicious hit to the inside wall. Martin Truex Jr. went for a big spin, and I believe he actually got his front right stuck in the grass. There's what happened.
That was a bad block.
Bad block. It's fair to say by Kyle Larson, second one of the lap. Lucky that first one didn't cause a big crash in the corner.
Yeah, at normal speed you wouldn't really tell, but at super slow speed and with that nice camera angle, you can tell that, yeah, Larson just tried to get greedy on the block, and luckily for him,
there's like 2 cars that have been up front. There's like a Toyota.
Yeah, there are.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I raked.
Oh, they just all crashed.
Yes, the walls is in it.
Oh. Well.
I was involved. That's probably not good. 15 cars involved, and one of them's me.
Yeah. But there's 14 others as well. Like.
Wait, was the 11 car in it? Hey, look, it's my custom right there.
That's Justin Haley. That's our Alamo.
Oh, that
Um,
reminds me of that time in Waco, Texas, that a certain thing happened. Google Waco
no,
Texas right now.
no, no,
Okay.
no, 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 no.
There's nothing that bad about Waco, Texas. It's just a part where one branch of the U.S. government did a little something bad. You're keeping this all in, by the way. So viewers at home,
Sadly,
that
I
was our
am.
reference.
Oh, they're under red flag now.
I don't know. Hey, look, is that Kurt Busch leading?
That's actually Tyler Reddick.
No, that's
Oh,
Kurt
here's
Busch.
what
All right,
happened.
so here's
This
a
is like
replay.
these are the this is the restart.
Oh,
And then
and
that's when
you can see right there, Bubba Wallace just spun him out. Looks like Bubba Wallace just spun him out
No,
and caused a huge
I
pile up. That was
I think that was
Justin
actually
Haley.
Todd
Justin
Dillon.
Haley could have flipped. Justin Haley almost flipped right there, dude. He
Yeah,
could
like
have
Austin Cindric. Like
like
Austin
Austin
Cindric.
Cindric in every single race this season.
Yeah, like Austin Cindric when he flipped 94 times at the Clash.
No, he didn't.
Coming around to the final lap here at Daytona. Trouble! Contact! The big one happens behind them, and Austin Cindric goes tumbling. And that will end the race. Bubba Wallace, I believe, yes, looks to be the winner and will get the pole for the Daytona 500 after this crash.
Goodness, that has to have been at least 3/4 of the field just absolutely junked.
Everybody.
I believe it was that Bubba who had the lead at the white. So I think that might make him the
Bubba
winner.
got it.
But yeah, like you can see a lot of the bigger names who were trying to stay in the back and just make it into the race, get caught up.
You could just see so many people involved here. Keselowski, Harvick, Logano, Almirola, Dillon, obviously Cindric going over, Cole Custer, Harrison Burton. So many drivers involved and so many backup cars going to have to come out as a result. Chris Buescher, Tyler Reddick, among some of the other names involved. Reddick in the 45, Buescher there on screen in the 17. Tyler Reddick flipped in the clash though on the final lap, so I mean, could have been a lot worse for that 45 car to say the least, and it has been already so far in these speed weeks here. As here's a look at what happened.
Yeah, it just looks like Logano just tried to get too aggressive there on that push, and it turned Keselowski right into Harvick, and then just everyone else just like
lead, and there's trouble behind them. Hard hit for Ryan Blaney in the 12. Many others involved. First caution of the day, and it's a mini big one here down towards the back of the field. Huge impact, huge damage to Ryan Blaney. You can look, it bent the windshield even on that car. Just a big hit. You could see right there where Kaz Gralla in that 50 car went into the door of him. That might leave a bit of a mark. You can see Ross Chastain started at the back of the field. He'll finish at the back of the field and out of this race along with Martin Truex Jr. That's Corey LaJoie in the 7. And we're under caution. Chase Elliott, once again for at least the 6th straight super speedway, has led a lap, I believe. Right, 6 straight. Here's a look at the replay. Looks like it was a bad bump from Bubba Wallace or something there. Almost fully collecting Chris Buescher. Gives him a bit of damage, but not much. Then you have Austin Cindric involved in this accident. Cindric drives away. Look at how beautiful that is as they cross the line to get 3 laps to go. Ware and Hamlin side by side onto the backstretch. Hamlin up to block Bell. Trouble! Bell in the wall. Stenhouse is involved. Suarez as well. Big crash on the back straightaway. It's the big one. Byron, Elliott, all out of the race. Logano involved as well. That's Suarez on his side/roof. Stenhouse is jacked up in the air. Kyle Larson is in it. Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch. I already mentioned Christopher Bell. He started that. That is the 77 underneath the 47. And you can see the 31 is also propped up in the air with Cole Custer underneath him. 62 car, that's Dale Earnhardt Jr. involved in this mess. He's driving that Project 62 car for today's race. Massive accident here at Talladega. So many people involved. There's Chase Elliott. Will not win a super speedway race. I mentioned how he's the most dominant of any driver, yet he has not won a super speedway in that dominant stretch Most of the time, it ends up just like it has today with a wreck for the 9 car. William Byron as well, so strong, needed a good result, not going to get... To be fair, he might still get a somewhat decent result, a salvageable result. It'll just be in the garage. He'll probably be just on the back end of the top 10, though, because he is one of the first scored in this accident. That's the benefits of being taken out in an accident that takes out so many others. You could still be scored high up, as you see what happened there. Bell hopped up. Stenhouse gave an aggressive push, I guess, and started that. Might have been Bell switching lanes, really, there, just sort of cutting himself off. And then Suarez just hopped on the 62, and that sort of put him in. They come out of turn 4. Car upside down out of turn 4.
Oh, no, Busher!
Busher. And the big one happens behind them.
The 17 car upside down. 3 of the Hendrick cars caught up in it, the dominant drivers of today. Cole Custer, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., half of the Joe Gibbs stable. Looks like half, if not all, of the Penske stable. What a massive, massive incident here.
That was unbelievable. Chris Buescher airborne in front of the field. That was one of the most frightening wrecks we've seen in a long time. Probably the scariest crash since that man right there near the outside wall. Daniel Suarez flipped into the catch fence last season at Talladega on the final lap. 22 of the 28 runners had a piece of it, and only 10 drivers remain in this race. That is unbelievable. That's the entire field right there. Half of them are blocked by this little red flag notification, but wow.
Oh man, it looks like the 17 just washes up on that front bumper of William Byron's car, and then the 14 just hits that 17 car just in the wrong spot. Look at how many cars it takes up, though. I mean, Kevin Harvick's right there in it.
I mean, this is literally, the entire field has been taken out here at Daytona. This is everybody. Duke it out as they come out of turn number 4. The white flag in the flagman's hand, getting ready to be thrown. White flag in the air, trouble, big hit, and a car upside down. That's Chase Briscoe. Caution is out. Race will finish. And a huge accident into the catch fence for Chase Briscoe in the 14. Wow. Huge, huge impact there. Eric Almirola, you can see, also torn to bits. But Wallace, AJ Allmendinger was also in that wreck. I believe Austin Dillon was as well. Denny Hamlin will be scored the winner. But massive incident. You can see Noah Gragson there in the background, also involved. Who's the other driver? Chase Briscoe, man. Here's a look at the replay. Just like Myatt Snyder at Daytona in the Xfinity Series last year. Got turned around. Don't know if he got hit by Almirola, but that nevertheless, the car just took off. And it was gone from there. There's the car flipped back over. And looks like we will most likely have word on the condition of Chase Briscoe at a later time.